Hey, Terry, what's our quota again?
We gotta move an infinite number of rocks by eternity.
Hey, Terry.
Yeah?
You ever wonder if there's something more to it all?
More to what?
More to the afterlife, you know? This can't be all there is. I mean, what's the point?
I never really thought about it. I always just figured we were born, we die, then we stay here in this afterlife to do the same thing forever.
Doesn't that feel like a waste? I just feel like there must be a purpose beyond this afterlife, beyond doing the same thing for all of eternity. I mean, if you think this is all there is, worshipping the same God in the same way for all of eternity, doesn't that make our afterlife meaningless in your worldview?
Well, besides worshipping the big guy, I sort of find meaning in the afterlife based on my own principles and values.
Nonsense, you can't do that. We're just going through the same routine century in and century out. Praise and worship, praise and worship. It's just so unfulfilling.
But just because you feel unfulfilled in this plane of existence doesn't mean that there must be another one beyond it.
I can feel in my heart that there must be. Think about it. Life on Earth was full of changes. And even the most routine days, I may have worn a different shirt, eaten something different for lunch, etc. But not here. There's no need for food, no point to entertainment, nothing to explore. We just exist here constantly to serve the dark Lord Yahweh. It makes no sense that we would go from a rich, fulfilling life of challenges, changes, and excitement to this boring existence forever. Is that the way you want it to be? Don't you want there to be an after God that can save us from this eternal boredom?
Sure, that sounds nice and all, but reality isn't dictated by what I want, you know? I want to live in the afterlife knowing the truth about things, and even if that truth doesn't comfort me, that's what I want to know.
Oh, come on. Everyone says that, but nobody really means it. People hate the truth. Why would you settle for accepting things the way they are? You can't prove that an afterlife doesn't exist, so why not just choose to believe that it does?
Because that's not how belief works. I can't genuinely choose to believe something is true just because I want it to be true. Even though I'd want to be mortal again, living an enriched, exciting life, that doesn't mean I can just choose to believe I'm mortal again and suddenly appear back on Earth. Nope, I'd still be here.
But I'm not talking about choosing where you are or what you have. I'm talking about choosing to believe something potential, something that might be real.
Well, I can only believe if my standard of evidence has been satisfied enough to justify believing in it. Even if I want to claim an idea is true, even if I think it might be true or probably is, I can't truly believe it based on nothing.
It's not based on nothing. Tony knows a guy who said he found a carving in a rock, a supernatural carving that was divinely inspired.
Supernatural?
Yeah, the supernatural can't just come from itself. There has to be something supernatural to explain it.
Okay, so what did this supernatural carving say?
That the afterlife is real, and the afterlife is just a test. Accept it, and it's true. Deny it, and you'll stay here for all of eternity.
Do you accept it?
Of course!
Then why are you still here?
The supernatural carving says that we don't have much longer. Any moment now, and God's God will return and save us from this fallen afterlife. But only if you believe. If not, you'll regret it, because by then, it'll be too late.
Ridiculous. Marty, a person like you or me carved that message into that rock.
Yeah, but the message was divinely inspired.
Prove that it was.
Prove that it wasn't.
That doesn't mean it was.
Okay, what about prophecy?
What about it?
The supernatural carving said that in the future, men will be moving rocks from one pile to another. That sounds a lot like our time, doesn't it?
That sounds a lot like every time, Marty. People were moving rocks even when that carving was written. It's hardly a prediction to predict what's always been happening.
Stop finding excuses. Maybe you disbelieve because deep down, you just want to keep moving rocks. If you just choose to believe in an afterlife, then you get to leave this place soon. But if you deny it, then you're stuck here forever. I mean, what if you're wrong?
See, this is what I'm talking about. You can't satisfy my standard of evidence by rewarding me for believing something or threatening me for not believing it. At the very best, you'd only get me to pretend to believe, and what's the point of that? If the benefit is contingent upon my belief, yet I'm just faking belief, then wouldn't God's God know it?
Hey, get back to rock lifting. Hey, get back to worshiping.